Good morning. This is Karen with Kinetic Karma. How you doing today? I hope everybody's doing great. I'm coming to you, I'm so happy to say, with the last in a series of 10 of healing and manifestation that I started in 2019. It's the second series that I started with the healing and manifesting, and I felt like I got stopped. It was delayed. It didn't go as according to plan in terms of my scheduling and getting it out, but I understand and realize that everything is in divine right order. So now is the day, and I'm really excited to be here with you to bring you the completion of this series of healing and manifestation. It's done with the Mystic Mudra deck and the Chakra deck as the base reading, as the base cards I use for the reading, and then I add Oracle or Tarot as Spirit advises me to as I go along. So today I was moved to use the original angel cards, and it's a little mini thing with cards that you can pick out of this thing, so like this, and I will start with that. But before we do that, let's do a prayer of protection. Mother, Father, Spirit, I call on the great energies of light, the higher realms, the archangels, the masters. I ask for guidance and protection during this communication. I ask that I can connect with the guides of the people who are connecting to this reading through my channel, Kinetic Karma. I thank you for allowing me to be a channel, a clear channel, and give the highest and best guidance for all involved. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here in this space and to do this. Amen. So we're going to start with these and see. I would like several messages from these cards to start off with, to see at this time what it is we're dealing with. Obedience, synthesis, and responsibility. Ooh, this sounds kind of heavy. Obedience, synthesis, and responsibility. I have to go to the book. You have to understand further where they're coming from with this. So let me take a moment to do that if I can. I've never used the book for this, so it may take me a moment to locate. Okay, so I see responsibility, the ability to respond to life as a series of personal decisions, staying accountable for your actions, strengths, and freedom to choose and build self-respect. Well, yeah, I can get with that. And the responsibility, I want to say, is at the basis of the cards that I drew. The obedience is top and synthesis is in the middle. So the next card that we have is responsibility, obedience. Obedience at the top. What part of you is in charge? Be mindful of your inner knowing. Follow your deepest impulses with discipline and decisiveness. And I have to say with that card, what I'm hearing is that there is a need for discipline, for devotion, like being a devotee to spirit, to fully manifest what it is you're on this planet to manifest. It's like being a devotee. You're not lukewarm. You're either in or you're out. And if you're in, then it's going to require a level of devotion, a level of consistency in terms of your practices and your focus. And in terms of synthesis, what do we have for that? Synthesis. Act with a win-win attitude. Use your creativity and sensitivity to blend all the diverse parts into a unified whole. Act with a win-win attitude. Use your creativity and sensitivity to blend all of the diverse parts into a unified whole. So what I hear is that you're going to be dealing with a lot of diversity, a lot of things that are not necessarily on the surface the same. And we're going to need to use our experience and our wisdom to weave together these disparate parts, these different parts that are so different, but that can connect and support the whole fabric of what it is that we're weaving, what it is that we're manifesting here on the planet. So some of you may be, you know, of a different race, of a different age group, of a different generation, you know, all the same. They want you to see the similarities, to connect the dots, to stitch in a part of who you are being and your perspective that will allow things to connect and to become stronger and more supportive as the foundation that you're laying for this new earth. And I talk about new earth a lot, and the reason I talk about new earth is because this is what it is that we came here for. At least the people who are tuning into this channel, the majority of you are here to help lay the foundation for this new earth. That's why we came on the planet at this time. Things are changing. Information is going to be moving beyond the speed of light. Technology is going to go in places that we never just imagined. And I mean, it's going to be like going from horse and buggy time to having cars and planes. We're in that kind of energy now. And along with that, there's going to be a lot of chaos. There's going to be a lot of breakdown in society of what is accepted as solidified, as what is accepted as truth or the way that things should be. It's going to flip. And when things begin to flip, people are going to flip because they're not going to be able to handle this new paradigm, this new earth, these new energies that are coming in. Some people just will not be able to comprehend or integrate that information easily. And so part of what it is they're telling me that our mission is to create like bridges for people to be able to safely get from one place to another in terms of this new earth, from the old earth to the new earth. Now, not everybody's going to make it. There are going to be casualties like in any war, and this is a spiritual war. This is a spiritual manifestation that is occurring. So as in any war, there are casualties, but you are here to shepherd people, to shepherd in this new energy, to connect people to this new energy, this new way of being, these new concepts. You are here at this time to be guides, torchbearers for others who are blind, who can't understand or can't comprehend or integrate as easily as you can what is occurring. And it's because you've done work already and you know who you are. You know, some people are going to pretend like they're people here who are here to guide others, but you'll be able to tell the difference based on their results. Some people are just going to talk a good game, and that's all it's going to be is talk. And other people are going to produce and actually provide concrete solutions to real life, real time issues. And that's how you're going to know the difference. So let me move on and see what kind of deck we're dealing with today. And I want to do Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Whew. And they're saying 3 cards. The first one is Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. You're a miracle worker. Miracles are being provided in every realm of life. What else do we have, Spirit? Trust the great mystery. And co-create with Spirit. Wow. So we are here to co-create with Spirit. In order to co-create with Spirit, we have to have a certain level of obedience, of discipline, of understanding of what it is that is our responsibility to shepherd, of what it is our responsibility to co-create, of what it is our responsibility to bring together. And as we do that, as we co-create with Spirit, you have to trust. You have to have a high level of faith and trust. Not only you do, but the people who are wanting to tune into you, the people who are vibrating with you, the people who are following you, need to have a certain level of trust in themselves, in their God selves. Not you, but their God selves. And they need to learn how to tune in and vibrate to what is true for them. And that's going to be part of what it is that we do. We're going to help people to do that. And it can happen in many ways. It can happen through the arts, all forms of art, music, painting, whatever. It's going to happen in terms of writing and communicating and movies and stories. It's going to happen in so many ways. But the bottom line is by who you're being, just by who you're being, the vibration that you are bringing in, the portal that you are to this new energy coming onto the planet, is going to create a shift in other people and give them energy in order to find out what it is that their true God-given purpose is, that it is that they can vibrate with on a higher level, how they can ascend to a higher understanding and being on this planet, on this new earth, and how they can work with these energies and integrate these energies and synthesize information and the major changes that are going to occur into their lives in a way that is loving and healing and helpful. And as we do this, as we know, especially the light bearers, especially the leaders who have been doing the work for years, especially the people who in their hearts and have been vibrating with this energy long before it ever started to really show up to the masses. As we do this, there are going to be miracles all around us. And the more woke you are, the more aware you are, the more disciplined you are, the more focused you are on your objective, on God's objective, on the ability to be this portal, to be this opening, to ground this energy on this planet. The more that you do that, the more miracles you're going to see. The more miracles are going to just show up. And what a miracle is, I have been told by one of my teachers, is just the unseen, what's happening in the unseen realms becoming seen. That's what a miracle is in one genre. Food for thought. Okay, I want to move ahead and get some chakra deck cards to see more fully what energies we're dealing with for this last reading, to wrap up this last reading. And as I'm doing this, I wanna stop for a minute because I see Crow Spirit says co-create with spirit, and it says obedience. I had that on top of that card, and then I had Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery, had responsibility, and I had Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless with synthesis. So I just wanted to stop and say, consider how those correlations ring bells for you, what that means to you. What does the obedience with the Crow Spirit co-creating with spirit mean to you? I'm not going to tell you what it means. I'm not going to tell you what they're giving me. I'm not even trying to get anything other than this. But consider what it means to you. Consider what responsibility means when it comes to trusting the great mystery to you. Consider what synthesis means when it comes to miracles are endless. Now, I'm going to pull a card for each one of these cards, these 3 cards that I pulled from the chakra deck to see what kind of energies, again, we're dealing with. Okay. So, what I have is the root chakra, the third eye chakra, and the sacral chakra. The root chakra comes under obedience. And I feel like that's a pretty perfect card for that to fall under, because the root chakra has to deal with the physicality, the survival, the basic needs that we have as people on this planet in order to survive: food, shelter, safety, things of that nature. And in order to have those things, we have to have some respect for the physicality of this world, of the seasons of winter, summer, fall, and spring, and how to cooperate with that, which goes to the synthesis part. But going back to the obedience and the co-creating with spirit, when it comes to the root chakra, what I'm hearing is that we're becoming more light bodies than physical. We're becoming much more light versus dense in terms of our physicality. And so with that, our basic, the way we get our needs met, the way we look at survival, the way we look at just who we are, period, is going to shift in a major way. It's kind of like when certain scientists did experiments with, I think it was the atom. No, it wasn't the atom. It was with protons and neutrons, and they shot light into a hole, and the light came out. The light particles came out on 2 different spectrums, I think. So it was like something. Depending on how you perceive a thing, determines how it shows up on the other side. So depending on how you perceive your survival issues, your survival needs, and how you perceive your base chakra awareness is going to determine how you move in this world. So if you think you're still the same dense body that came into this world, and you operate according to what the society told you you must be obedient to in order to get those needs met, you're going to have a harder time. But if you identify more with spirit and understand that we are spiritual beings that are in a physical body, if you identify with co-creating with spirit versus co-creating with density, with the 3D, then you're going to have a much easier time with this transition. Because in truth, in reality, if you should so choose to perceive it, that is what's occurring. We are becoming less dense, more light, and that is the nature of spirit. And so we will be able to co-create our basic needs and whatever it is that we need more easily and more effectively, and for a greater body of people if we focus on co-creating in alignment with the universe, with God, with spirit. Okay. Then the third eye chakra. Oh, well, let me read this card. Stand with the legs out. This is the squat with sound breath. It says stand with legs about hip width apart, bend the knees, and sit in a squat position. Feet should be flat on the floor. If this causes discomfort, place a roll towel or pillow under your heels. Place the palms together in front of your heart-centered breastbone and Namaste. Slightly press the palms together or extend the arms straight out in front. Hands clasped and index fingers pointing. Open your mouth and extend your tongue. Pant through your open mouth like a dog. Pump your abdomen in and out with each breath. Visualize deep red root chakra energy spinning, grounding your body and mind. Continue for 1 to 3 minutes. This is a really great exercise because it lets you work with the survival issues in an energetic way. And so when you do that in any form, it really helps. And I also want to say that with any of the chakras, in terms of the exercises or whatever, if you can't do them exactly or at all, you can visualize them. You can wear the color of the chakra around the area that the chakra that you're working with is in. There are lots of creative ways that you can work with a chakra. And it doesn't have to be just the yoga pose, okay? Or it could be all of the above. It could be through gemstones that correlate with the energies of the chakras. It could be through meditation. It could be through, like I said, color, light. It could be through the elements, fire, water, earth, air, because they all correspond to a chakra. So there are many ways that you can work this, okay? Just for a point of information. So the mantra is, I'm grounded and connected to the earth. I am grounded and connected to the earth. I am grounded and connected to the earth. And how I ground myself is I hug a tree. I just put my hand on a tree and I talk to the tree and I thank the tree. And I get connected with the tree, and the tree is connected with other trees. And I ask for awareness and information that the tree has, that the system has, because it's not just a tree, it's a root system. Trees are a root system. They're not just standing alone, they're connected. And so if you want to be connected, if you want to get grounded quickly, you can do that. You can take your shoes off and stand on the ground, do a yoga pose, do yoga on the ground barefoot. Make sure that the grass is not treated with some kind of chemical. But yeah, you can do that. So those are some ways. So I am grounded and connected to the earth. And the benefits of the pose is it opens the pelvis and loosens the hips, aids digestion and elimination, pressing the palms together, firms and tones the pectoral muscles, promotes a sense of security and grounding. And at the bottom of the card, it says Namaste, which is a word that I use a lot at the closing of my readings. It says Namaste, a Sanskrit word, indicates reverence and honor, translates as I bow to the divine in you. To have your hands in Namaste is to have them in prayer position. This is the Namaste hand position that they're referring to. And that's what Namaste means. Okay, moving on to the next card. It's the third eye chakra, and it's the Hummingbird Breath. And it says, sit comfortably on the floor with erect spine and legs crossed at the ankles or in a chair. Close or lower your eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale with the lips touching. Make the sound until your lips vibrate. Continue for 1 to 3 minutes. I am united with the vibration of the infinite. I am united with the vibration of the infinite. I am united with the vibration of the infinite. Now, this united, I am united with trust the great mystery. I am united with the vibration of the infinite. It's perfect. Where it's telling you to trust in the great mystery, and the meditation and the mental and the physical aspect is to see yourself united. And thereby you will trust in the infinite. Okay, the benefits are: releases tension through vibration and sound, calms the body and mind, grounds us in the present moment. And the last card I have, it's amazing how these cards color coordinate. The orange and the brown, it's just amazing. This is the Sacral Chakra, and it's just talking about what that is. In the Sacral Chakra, major issues are unbalanced Sacral Chakra are sexual problems or dysfunction, fear of intimacy, inability to feel pleasure, emotional repression, fear, change or inability to change. Guilt may become an overriding theme in life. We may experience either a lack of emotional energy or emotional explosiveness. Signs of an unbalanced sacral chakra are emotional or mental issues, out of touch with feelings, overly emotional or stoic, poor boundaries with other people, as well as poor emotional boundaries, overt sexuality, excessive attachment, frustration, a tendency to be manipulative. And for me, the archetype of the narcissist comes into play. When there are issues, major issues with the sacral chakra, you have mental issues. You have boundary issues. You have a lot of the issues or that present with narcissistic behavior. I'm not a psychologist or a doctor, but I do have a good bit of experience, more than I would like to say, with narcissistic behavior. And a lot of it, I am inclined to say, is stemming from the sacral chakra being out of balance, among other things. Signs of an unbalanced sacral chakra are emotional or mental illness, out of touch with feelings, overly emotional or stoic, poor boundaries with other people, as well as poor emotional boundaries, overt sexuality, excessive attachment, frustration, tendency to be manipulative. I repeated that. And then the physical issues are gynecological problems, impotency, frigidity, kidney, bladder, and urinary problems, stiff lower back, and backaches. Common addictions are sex, work, relationships, and sugar. Now, just because you may be addicted to some of these things doesn't mean that you're narcissistic. I'm not saying that. Just because, but it is an indication that there's something out of balance with this chakra and that you need to do work around it, okay? Physical issues, okay, we did that. Common addictions, we did that. When the sacral chakra is balanced, we feel confident and able to relate to others in an open, friendly manner. We can feel a free process of our emotions, allowing ourselves to find balance in our lives and appreciate the yin-yang of our existence. We are adaptable, feel creative, and are tuned into the stream of life's energy. So when the chakra is out of balance, it cuts you off with the stream of life's energy, is basically what they're saying here. So if you don't feel connected to life, to vitality, to joy, then you might want to do some work around your sacral chakra. You might want to wear the color orange more. Wrap an orange colored cloth around your abdomen area, which is where that is, and see if that has any impact you have to be aware. You don't just do these things just to do them, but you do them and notice what occurs. And you don't just do it for like a day or 5 minutes and expect, everything to change overnight. These chakras did not become unbalanced overnight. Your life did not become the way it is overnight, and it's not going to change overnight per se. So be patient with yourself, be giving with yourself, and be aware of what's occurring when you make changes that are geared at supporting certain energy pathways in yourself. Okay? A balanced sacral chakra brings an enjoyment of pleasurable activities without guilt, a sense of surrender and not having to be in control, a strong connection to others while maintaining clear boundaries, an ability to express and exhibit healthy emotional behaviors. Beneficial activities that promote and maintain a balanced sacral chakra: getting a message, enjoying favorite pieces of music, talking, taking a warm bubble bath, doing a gentle yoga. And I love the bubble bath thing because Spirit told me it's like I get in the bath with the bubbles and I cover myself in the bubbles, and it's like insulating myself and nurturing myself with the bubbles. And I don't know what about the bubbles are so nurturing, but I love it. I get a lot out of it when I do a bubble bath and I cover myself in bubbles. Try it, you might like it. So this sacral chakra has to do with the miracles are endless. So miracles are possible. This chakra can be balanced. It can be it can shift in dramatic ways that may appear miraculous, but in fact, I would suggest to you that you're doing the work, that you're intentionally, actively seeking and doing things that support your sacral chakra. You're eating the kind of foods that support it. You're living the type of lifestyle that supports it. You're holding the mental visions and affirmations that support you in having a balanced sacral chakra, emotional stability, healthy boundaries. And when people see that this is manifesting, that you're manifesting this, it may look like a miracle, but in fact it is you doing the work that is the unseen work, and it's showing up on the outside. So there we go with miracles. So now I'm going to use the Mystic Mudra and ask Spirit for a couple of cards out of this deck to give us an overarching. Ooh. So we got one. Have another one, Spirit? Overarching cards for this reading. Ooh, that's interesting the way they fell. Okay, we got two. I'll take two. So the first one that fell was wide-seated forward bend, and the mantra for it is, I'm connected to my true path and purpose. Life struggles only make me stronger. I'm connected to my true path and purpose. Life struggles only make me stronger. I am connected to my true path and purpose. Life struggles only make me stronger. So know that there are struggles. I don't think I have to tell you that. If you're on the planet, you know that this is a very trying time. But that these struggles are meant to make you stronger. So that which brings to mind the diamond. The diamond is created under a great deal of pressure over a long period of time. And so too are we. So too are we. And in terms of our power, in terms of our spiritual power, our ability to manifest who we are and how we show up and how we sparkle, It's because there's been tremendous pressures, tremendous struggles that we've been facing in our lives that have been compressing and refining us as a spiritual leader, as a spiritual spokesperson, as a spiritual guide to transcend, transform this earth, this life experience. And the pose is here. This is the pose. The next card that I have is reclining hand to big toe pose. Reclining hand to big toe pose. And the mantra is, I am at one with the universe. Its abundance is mine to enjoy. I am at one with the universe. Its abundance is mine to enjoy. I am at one with the universe. Its abundance is mine to enjoy. And its abundance is mine to enjoy because now, because of the wrenching out of the fake, of the lie, of the fear, of the negativity, of the lower vibrations, because of the wrenching out due to the struggles, due to the pressure in our lives, due to the challenges that we've had to face. Now we really know what is of value. Now we know the difference between what's of value and what is trash, what is swine and what is pearls. We know the difference. And so because we know, it's available to us. Amen. So those are the cards. Now, I want to talk about now, they're telling me about love and about love connections. So I'm going to do a reading on love to go along with this reading. And I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, not take up too much of your time, but definitely I'm going to do a reading on love. And I'm going to use the Love Oracle deck. So first of all, what is it the Spirit wants us to know? And it came right out. Sexual union. Honor your place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So there are a couple of ways that you can that you can get to nirvana, I'm told. One is through sex, through divine sex, the act of sex, sexual union, and that it is holy and that it can take you there. Another is through drugs, and another is through just basically discipline and being a devotee to something like yoga or meditation, and that can take you there. So this message that Spirit wants us to know is to honor the sexual union. So I would have to say that I would be very not surprised if a lot of you were coming into a really divine, powerful sexual union with a significant other. And okay, what else is there that Spirit wants us to know? This says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. When it comes to the matters of the heart, there's no right and wrong. Every choice you make will expand your understanding of life and love. And I have to say that that's the same with life. There's no right or wrong. It's just learning. We're in this earth school to learn. Okay, Spirit, in order to honor the highest and best in the relationship that's coming, or that we will have the sexual union with, What is it that you want us to know in terms of wisdom, please? The wisdom of passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. That is the wisdom. Enjoy. Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. So we have passion. We have there's no right or wrong. And there is definitely a sexual union on the scene. So, guys, have fun. Honor yourself, your partner. Learn, soar. Do what you do. I'm so happy that we had this information come through in this reading to close out the healing and manifesting. So maybe, again, on another level, that a lot of you were manifesting a passionate, powerful sexual union in 2019. And Spirit is letting you know that it is about to show up, like really, really soon, if it hasn't already. And that we're good to go. We're good to go. So I thank you for joining me. Have a great day. Have fun. Honor yourself and others. Namaste. Oh, please hit the like button and subscribe if you should so choose to do so. Namaste. Bye-bye.